Hello, everyone, and welcome to the English Learner Podcast. My name is Anna.
And I'm Tom. This podcast helps you practice English by listening to simple and natural conversations.
If you enjoy learning English with us, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss our new episodes.
Today, we have a very useful topic for anyone who wants to improve their English.
Yes, today we are going to talk about English in daily life.
Many people learn English in school, but sometimes they don't know how to use it in real situations.
That's true. Learning grammar and vocabulary is important, but using English in daily life is what really helps people become confident.
Exactly. When people use English regularly, they become more comfortable speaking and understanding the language.
English is used in many parts of our daily lives, even when we may not notice it.
For example, people often see English on signs, product labels, websites, and advertisements.
Yes, many international products have English instructions or descriptions.
That means people sometimes read English when they buy food, clothes, or electronic devices.
Another place where people use English is when watching movies or TV shows.
Many people enjoy watching movies in English with subtitles.
This helps them hear natural pronunciation and learn new expressions.
Listening to music in English is also very popular.
Yes, songs can help people remember vocabulary and improve their listening skills.
Some learners also like to read short articles, stories, or news in English.
Reading is a great way to learn new words and understand sentence structures.
Another way to use English in daily life is through technology.
That's right. Many people set their phones, computers, or apps to the English language.
When they use these devices every day, they naturally see and read English words.
Social media is another place where English is used very often.
People read posts, write comments, and send messages in English to connect with others.
Even playing online games can help people practice English with players from different countries.
Yes, players often need to communicate with teammates, give instructions, or discuss strategies.
Another useful habit is thinking in English during daily activities.
For example, when you wake up, you might think, "Today I need to go to work," or "I will meet my friend later."
Thinking in English helps your brain become more familiar with the language.
People can also practice by describing what they are doing.
For example, you might say, "I am cooking dinner," or "I am cleaning my room." These small practices may seem simple, but they are very effective. Over time, these habits help people speak more naturally and confidently.
Another important thing is not being afraid to make mistakes.
Yes, mistakes are a normal part of learning a language.
The more people practice, the more they improve.
Using English in daily life doesn't have to be complicated.
Even small steps, like reading a short message or speaking a few sentences, can make a big difference.
With regular practice, English slowly becomes part of your everyday life.
And when that happens, learning English becomes easier and much more enjoyable.
Another way to use English in daily life is during simple conversations with people around us.
Yes, everyday conversations are a great opportunity to practice speaking.
For example, when meeting someone, people often say simple greetings like, "Good morning," "How are you?" or "Nice to meet you."
These expressions may seem very basic, but they are used very often in real life.
After greeting someone, people usually continue the conversation with small talk.
Small talk is a short and friendly conversation about common topics.
For example, people may talk about the weather, their day, or their plans.
Someone might say, "It's a beautiful day today," or "It looks like it might rain later."
Another common topic is daily activities.
Yes, people often ask questions like, "What are you doing today?" or "How was your day?"
These simple questions help people practice speaking English in a natural way.
English is also used a lot when people go shopping.
That's true. When shopping, people may ask questions like, "How much is this?" or "Do you have this in another size?"
In restaurants or cafes, people also use English to order food and drinks.
For example, someone might say, "I would like a cup of coffee," or "Can I see the menu?"
Sometimes customers may also ask questions about the food.
Yes, they might say, "What do you recommend?" or "Is this dish spicy?"
These simple conversations help people practice listening and speaking at the same time.
Another place where people use English is at work.
Yes, in many workplaces, people use English to write emails, attend meetings, or talk with international colleagues.
Even simple phrases like, please send me the report, or let's discuss this later, are used frequently.
People may also use English during phone calls or online meetings.
For example, someone might say, can you hear me clearly? Or let me explain this idea.
English is also helpful when traveling.
For example, travelers may ask for directions or information.
They might say, "Excuse me, where is the nearest bus stop?" Or, "How do I get to the train station?"
At the airport, people may also hear many English announcements.
Yes, announcements about flights, boarding times, and gates are often given in English.
Another daily activity where people use English is learning online.
Many educational videos, courses, and tutorials are available in English.
People can learn many skills by watching English videos on topics like cooking, technology, or photography.
That means learning English can also open the door to more knowledge and opportunities.
People can also practice English by writing short messages or comments online.
For example, they might leave a comment on a video or send a message to an international friend.
Writing small messages helps improve vocabulary and sentence structure.
Another useful habit is keeping a small diary in English.
Yes, people can write a few sentences every day about what they did or how they feel.
For example, someone might write, "Today I went to the market and bought some fruit."
Or they might write, I watched a movie and had dinner with my family.
These simple sentences help learners think and express ideas in English.
The important thing is to practice a little every day.
Even 5 or 10 minutes of English practice can help improve skills over time.
When people use English regularly, they begin to feel more confident.
And slowly, English becomes a natural part of their daily life.
Another helpful way to use English in daily life is by practicing listening. Listening helps learners understand how English sounds in real conversations.
That's a very important point. When people listen to English often, they become more familiar with pronunciation and natural speaking speed.
For example, people can listen to podcasts, watch interviews, or follow English learning videos.
Listening while doing simple activities can also be very effective.
Yes, someone might listen to English while walking, cooking, or traveling on a bus.
Over time, this helps the brain get used to hearing English naturally.
Another useful habit is repeating what you hear.
That's a great technique. If you hear a sentence, you can pause and try to repeat it.
This practice helps improve pronunciation and speaking confidence.
Some learners also like to practice speaking in front of a mirror.
Yes, speaking in front of a mirror can help people observe their expressions and practice clearly.
It may feel a little strange at first, but it can be very helpful.
Another way to practice English daily is by labeling objects around your home.
That's a fun idea. You can put small notes on objects like table, door, mirror, or refrigerator.
When you see these labels every day, you remember the words more easily.
People can also practice by describing their surroundings in English.
For example, someone might say, I am sitting in my living room, or there is a window next to the table.
This type of practice helps learners think in English instead of translating from their first language.
Another good idea is to practice English with friends who are also learning.
Yes, learning with others can make practice more fun and less stressful.
Friends can ask each other questions and have simple conversations.
For example, they might ask, "What did you do today?" Or, "What are your plans for tomorrow?"
These questions are simple, but very useful for practicing speaking.
People can also join online communities or language groups to practice English.
In these groups, learners can chat, ask questions, and share their experiences. Technology makes it easier than ever to practice English with people from different countries. Another helpful habit is reading short texts every day.
Yes, people can read news headlines, short stories, or simple articles.
Reading helps learners understand grammar, sentence patterns, and vocabulary.
And when learners read regularly, they begin to recognize words more quickly.
Little by little, reading becomes easier and more enjoyable.
The key idea is to include English in small parts of daily life.
These small activities may seem simple, but they build strong language skills over time.
When people practice listening, speaking, reading, and writing regularly, their English improves naturally.
And the more people use English in daily life, the more confident they become.
Another great way to practice English in daily life is by setting small challenges for yourself. For example, you can try to speak only in English for 10 minutes a day.
That's a great idea. Challenges like this help learners focus and use English actively instead of just reading or listening.
People can also label things around the house in English. For example, putting notes on the door, mirror, refrigerator, or window can help remember vocabulary.
Yes, and you can also try describing your surroundings out loud, like, I am sitting on a chair near the table, or the sunlight is coming through the window.
Another helpful tip is to watch English videos without subtitles. Even if it's difficult at first, it trains your listening and comprehension skills.
And if you don't understand everything, it's okay. You can pause, rewind, and repeat until you understand better.
People can also use English when doing hobbies. For example, if you like cooking, you can follow recipes in English.
Or if you like sports, you can read articles or watch tutorials in English about your favorite activity.
Another way to practice is by speaking to yourself in English. You can talk about your day, your plans, or even what you see around you.
Yes, this may feel a little funny at first, but it really helps with thinking in English naturally.
Using English apps or language learning platforms is also very helpful. Many apps let you practice speaking, listening, reading, and writing every day.
And you can even connect with other learners online to chat or exchange messages in English.
Another tip is to make a small English corner at home. You can put posters, notes, or reminders in English to create an English-friendly environment.
Listening to English music and singing along is also fun and effective. You learn pronunciation, rhythm, and new words at the same time.
Watching English movies or series with subtitles is very popular too. You can start with simple shows and gradually watch without subtitles.
The most important thing is to use English regularly in your daily life. Even small actions like reading a short article, greeting someone, or thinking in English make a big difference.
Over time, these habits build confidence, improve fluency, and make English a natural part of your everyday life.
Remember, everyone can improve their English if they practice a little every day and stay consistent.
Thank you so much for listening to the English Learner Podcast. We hope today's tips inspire you to use English more in your daily life.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you won't miss future episodes, and share this podcast with friends who want to learn English too.
Keep practicing, enjoy learning, and see you in the next episode.